Okay, we are live. Excuse me one moment here. So, recently I decided I wanted to play this game because I had not. I did a test run on here the other night. It worked out okay. I didn't do well on it, but at least I knew I could do it. So, without further ado, I think I'm going to unpause this video recording because, yes, this is pre-recorded, and we are going to see how I did after about 20 to 30 more minutes of practice with the game. Here we go. So yeah, this is Contra here. I don't even know the name of the hero I'm playing as. I'm gonna actually pick up the machine gun unlike I did previously. For those that notice, I did use the Konami Code because I just wanted to play through the game. Well, we'll see how this run goes. Yep, I totally used the 30 live code. I am a cheater. I'm the worst player in the history of video games. We're playing as, I guess, Billy Lee here. Jimmy didn't want to show up. To be fair, even with the 30 lives thing, it's only going to make a difference in one stage. In my test run, or stream, the furthest I got was to the level 4 boss. There's 8 stages in this game. I'm gonna make sure we take out that turret right there because I want to take that one out since we're already to the first boss. Which is a giant defense wall of nothing. And now we took out the guy up top, we've pretty much won. Shoot the core. Oh, I love that jingle when you beat a level. Now, one of the things that I kind of get a bit carried away with in the base stages is I kind of like running my guy into the electrical fence for some reason. I don't know why. I know it's going to come up in both stages like this. Eventually. Obviously the idea here is to shoot the glowing cores, and also make sure you don't get shot because you're a one-hit wonder in these games. I am very not well versed in Contra. The only one I've beaten is 3 on very hard with a friend when I was younger. Pretty sure we probably used a lives code for that too. Also have very limited experience with Contra Hardcore and Contra 4 on the DS. This boss, you want to take out the top left and top right little pod areas because you don't want them shooting at you. A lot of attacks in this game go 3 directions, I've noticed, too. Okay. Yeah, you're right, I shouldn't be narrating. This is a stream. You need to quit being so formal. This isn't Mega Man powered up. I know nothing about Contra other than it's a bunch of aliens invading Earth and we gotta stop them and it's the future. Yeah, it's going on YouTube. Why not? Unless I say something dumb, in which case I'll be embarrassed. Usually when I played this game, when I was in the test mode, I'd always screw up at the Waterfalls section. Normally when the spread gun shows up. The B's the barrier. I still don't know what the R is. I think you're right though about it being rapid. And here we see me unable to jump onto a floating platform that I had no problem with in the test run. Or practice run, or first run, whatever you want to call it. I'm still disappointed that I accidentally deleted that stream. I hope I'm able to save that recording again, because that first run was something really bad. Yeah, a lot of these NES games, when you get a power-up, you're golden, but the moment you die, you're screwed. It's like that for me when it was Castlevania 1 and 2, I remember, and 3, and 4. But that's how it was back in the NES days. They didn't just hand you victories, you had to earn them. Yeah, Castlevania definitely had some bad power-ups. Then again, Contra does too. Although, this one's actually pretty good with all of them. I have no idea why I'm not taking out that arm, and that's going to cost me... Oh well. Well, it's not like this was going to be a no-death run. I'm not that well-versed at it yet. Like I said, at this point I haven't even played half the game, or beaten this next stage coming up. I am not a scrub. See, I've got one more life than I started with so far. I'm totally the man. Gotta shoot the wall down here, and then you can take care of things. Yeah. I think this is, this is the level where I start running into the wall a bunch. I know when I finally do it, I keep doing it in every room because I think it's funny. And it's not like it kills your guy. No, this is not like the Uncharted train section. And you shoot chords. I think I got completely lucky there. And just watching this, it's like, yep, he's definitely shooting at the wall right now. Good for you. And I keep ducking because I'm afraid to lose. Although I was waiting for the red guy, and then I gotta figure out the laser power-up since this is the first time I did that. And I finally found out that the wall is just, like, the funniest thing ever. Also, Laser is really good at this. I mean, just think how many shots I was doing to take out one of these cores, and now it's just, like, one shot. Bam. Okay, that was two, but forgive me. I don't know why, it's just like he raises his hand and it's like, ah! Yeah, the thing I'm worried about here is getting hit before the boss because, like I said, I practiced for about 20 minutes before this run. And the thing is, I'd always screw up right before the boss, and the boss would get super hard for me. Because at the time I hadn't figured him out. Which is kind of pathetic, because it's pretty easy to see if you're paying attention to the top of the screen. And here we go. So I got laser, I'm doing fine, except I don't have laser anymore because I'm dead. This is where I missed the Contra III ability to store an extra weapon. Keep that spread on for important situations. And then have something like laser for the other one. I think I'm going to die one more time. Not enough to get a game over if I was playing on 3 lives. But it's like, if you look at the top of the screen, you can see those 2 things, or the 4 things when they join up into 2. That's when you want to hit them. And it's always in the same slots, but I have yet to figure this out. And now I'm starting to see it, but I'm more worried about defending myself, and I failed at that. And after doing that, that's when I decide, yeah, it's time to stop messing around and go for it. This is not a game where you want to be defensive. Well, I'm worried more about the things being shot out at me, since they attack faster than any Robot Master would. But hey, you know, got through that level. 2 lives lost, but I've gained more, so... I believe I'm back where I started. Yeah, 30 lives. And now we're in completely Uncharted territory, but not the PS3 game. Yeah. This is where the run starts to suffer a little bit, but not too much. I do notice that just about any time I get a power-up, I'm going to lose it, though. Already down 2 lives, and I'm starting to get annoyed at myself. I remember that much when I was playing. It's like, come on. Napalm Man in the background chucking stuff at us a few years before his debut in Mega Man 5. Now, normally I hate fire. I know it was pretty bad in a lot of other games. This one is actually pretty good, though. Yeah, I don't think anyone likes the fire power-up. But it's going to work here in this level for me. And I do remember from memory from watching someone else's run a long time ago, you want to stand behind that second blue line just barely. And then you have just enough time to take this thing out before it charges at you. Yeah, the fire power-up's better for the run and gun stages, not so much the vertical one. Or the base. Hey, I watched that run like a year or so ago. Give me a break. It's like, you get it. I'm more amazed that I can remember certain things about this game, having never played it until like 2 days ago. Cheating by watching runs, cheats with 30 lives. The only stage I'm really disappointed at is going to be the next one. This one started out bad, but oh wait, here's a funny part. I see that laser power up, I'm like, yay, I want that. But then I notice that, uh-oh, if I scroll the screen anymore, it's going to be out of reach. That's kind of a bummer. At least I didn't get hit by that scrub. Oh wait, yeah, wait a minute. Good job, mate. Ran right into an explosion. I do believe, like I said, from this point on, anytime I get a power-up, I am pretty much not going to hold on to it, except for one exception. There's some pro-dodging strategy, and just get right under him, shoot him, and win. And hey, I didn't lose to that guy. Not bad. Now, granted, I'm 1 down in lives, so I'd only have 3 for this stage. You get 3 continues in this game, and once they're gone, you're done. I found that out the hard way. Now, like I said, this is the only stage, if I was playing normally, that I'd actually game over on. I think at this point I'm sick of the machine gunners, and there's another laser power-up that I know I want, but I can see that flame jet, and it's like, no way. Those things activate when you get close to them. And the machine gun's good anyway. Better make sure you duck that. I can't believe I actually was able to react fast enough to it, because I was not ready for it at the time. Oh, this is another funny bit coming up, because I know there's a barrier in that thing down there. And I want it, but I don't have a gun that's good enough to get it without getting into harm's way. Not one of my finer moments here. But at the same time, I'm trying to think, do I want it? Do I not want it? I think I'm about to make my decision, yeah. One more time and then I think I go, yeah. And then I make it without even needing it. But then, I do something stupid. I try to jump down while the fire's right above my head. I'm a fool. That was easily the most humiliating death of the playthrough. Well, hey, I said I'm not good at video games sometimes, and it shows. Yep, I think that would put me at 0 lives now. So the next time I would have died here, that would have been it, unless I get an extra life. And even then it won't matter. I forgot that if I go to the other window, it pauses the game there. Oops. Oops. And that would have been it for me there. Well, actually, no, running into him would have been it for me. So yeah, if I ever want to do this game legitimately, might want to get better at learning that boss. Okay, well this stage is going to be pretty decent then. It's the penultimate one, although, again, pick up a power-up, that's not a good sign. Yeah. And from here on in, I'm going to go into a zone. Gotta watch out for the spike walls, because they pop up at just about everywhere you're trying to move. Obviously, you don't want to run right into them. And here I make another big mistake, because there is a barrier in that item box thing over on the right there. I'm just like, yeah, I'll show it off. I mean, I've screwed up and I'm not getting it, but oh well. You know, you try to do some things right, and you just don't do them right. And then there's probably another power-up that I wanted, but, you know, we're not getting it. Once you're in range to shoot that wall, you can make that jump. I don't know, again, how I remember these things, but I do. Well, this part's pretty hard because there's a wall that pops up at the end here. So you want to be shooting either before or get ready to move back and forth as you take down the wall. Now, let's use some pro dodging strats going on here. It's like all of a sudden I decided after losing that fire power-up I was actually going to remember that, hey, I can play games okay every now and then. And we're already on the final stage. Mm-hmm. Want to make sure you get both of these power-ups so you have a good weapon for the mini-boss up ahead. And some invulnerability time, because believe me, you're going to want it. We're fighting a giant hot dog with horns and teeth. I'm more of a hamburger guy myself. And the demonic hot dog is destroyed. Tacos are a good food. Pizza is the best food. Great, now I'm talking about food while streaming. Oh, oh, I had a power-up, which means I'm done. But now that I got the spread gun, I'm going to be way cautious. Maybe a little too cautious. But at the same time, I don't want to lose this thing at all for the rest of the stage. It's like I am not advancing until I take these things out because I don't want to be taken down by their little silk shots of doom. I could be playing better, yeah. I really wish I would have been able to keep this power up, but I'm going to make one mistake because I'm not ready for something just past this last little mouth that shoots silk. And it's a bug from the top. Oops. Here you want to get up right in this thing's face and just keep shooting. I really wish I would have had the spread gun for this because I would have won without taking or dying again. Sadly, you know, that's not the way things worked out. I will say, though, that I would have been on my last life, I believe, if I was playing this normally. Don't worry about taking those things down. It takes too long with the default gun. Shoot the heart, beat the game. That's not the greatest victory in the world, but I'll take it. That was Contra. Hey, you give me a 30 life code, I'm gonna take it. Especially in a game I've never played before. So, what'd you think about this one? Yeah, 22 minutes. A little less than that, though, really, because I accidentally paused it and had the mouse scroll across the screen for a few seconds. Yep, totally cheated. I'm not a hero because I cheated. I'll consider myself what I want. I think I'm a hero. Totally. You know, Konami made a lot of good games in this era. I like Castlevania 1. I like this game. None of them are the greatest game of all time, but they were like good starts to these. Yeah, a lot of these people don't work at Konami anymore because Konami's just the Kojima company. Making games like Metal Gear Solid: The Prologue paid. That's kind of a bummer because I miss playing all these classic games they used to make. But that's it. I'm going to start running in just a minute because there's no way I'm doing hard mode here. Pretty good job. 6 lives down. Totally not doing hard mode. This is over. And with that, I think I'll see you all another time. Peace.